हेलो एवरीवन, मैं हूं नरेंद्र भूटानी और आप सब देख रहे हैं पंजाब केसरी और नवोदय टाइम्स। आज के गेस्ट हमारे बहुत ही स्पेशल हैं क्योंकि वो आए हैं यूके से सिर्फ हमारी इस सीरीज की प्रमोशन के लिए। प्लीज वेलकम आवर गेस्ट, वार्म वेलकम टू द शो।
Thank you.
I would like to ask you that how was your experience shooting in India?
Whoa, how was it, Luke? I mean, it was a journey in itself, really. Not being here before, I haven't been here for a very long time, but working here is just like a whole different ball game, and you fall in love with it. You fall in love with the environment and everything that's happening around you. You go back to London, and then you're like, oh.
100%. The food, crazy. The traffic, crazy. The people, crazy. It was really nice, and I think as Cordelia said, that the experience on set was just a dream come true.
It's been
really
unforgettable,
good.
basically.
That's amazing. We hope you enjoyed a lot.
Very.
100%. Very, very privileged.
Cordelia Bugeja, ma'am, you played the role of Lady Mountbatten, right?
Yes.
What were the challenges that you faced portraying that particular character?
I mean, I kind of fell in love with Edwina. Like I felt like the challenge was actually to leave her behind more than anything. I researched her a lot, and I tried to find something within myself, within her, to help me through that process. And I loved how wild she was at point, and I loved her strength and her pain and everything that went with it. It didn't feel a challenge. It just felt like a huge honor, to be honest with you.
Luke McGibney, sir, you have played the Lord Mountbatten.
Yes.
How did you research for your character? How much did you know and how much you researched for that character?
So before I started, I would say it was on the surface. Obviously, I'd seen the character in The Crown. I'd known of Lord Mountbatten, but not a lot, to be honest. And then I really deep dived and read everything about him. And the team also supplied lots of documents, sort of like behind the scenes, getting a sense of like tone and correspondence while out in India, etc. And slowly started to piece together the character traits and facets. And then, because the journey is so crazy and a huge roller coaster, it was a joy and at times quite scary to play, because you're in so many incredible situations and dilemmas.
Exactly, that was very difficult to play that particular character because the pressure, like on Lord Mountbatten, was very high, right?
Huge,
very huge, very huge. What is that one particular thing that you would like to tell or say about Lord Mountbatten if he would be alive, right? If you will, maybe you want to go to the past at that time, right?
Yeah.
So what was that one thing that you would like to tell him?
Wow, that is a good question. That's a good question. What would I say to Dickie? I would say that let go and don't live in your father's footsteps. It's okay, you're enough.
That's very nice.
Very amazing, very amazing.
Yeah. Because I think he carried some pain with that.
Yeah.
And that would be my big advice to him.
That's great. And I would like to ask you also for the Lady Mountbatten.
Edwina, what would I say to her? You were pretty awesome. Maybe try and hold herself a bit together in situations. Sometimes her mood was a bit erratic. I'm saying that and I'm just thinking of myself right now. I think I'm actually just talking to myself.
So, like, be more stoic.
Yeah, she was pretty stoic though.
Yeah, I did, but she had a heart on her sleeve.
Maybe sometimes she
what I
could have
mean?
been a bit softer on Dickie.
Yeah.
You know, I might say that to her. From a mother's point of view, I would definitely say, you could have been there for your kids a little bit more, Edwina.
Yeah.
She wasn't the best role model.
Yeah.
But she came from that herself, so I'll let her off.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing to say, actually. And I would like to ask you again that what were those characteristics that you felt that, that's me only? Like, what were those emotions or those scenes, some characteristics that you felt like that's me only?
Yeah. Okay.
What were those things? What were those characteristics?
The ones that I really felt the closest to.
Yeah.
God, I mean, her insight, you know what I quite liked about her was that sometimes she would just stand in the back and just listen and just observe and see what was going on. And I feel sometimes I can do that. Maybe not be in the game so much.
There is a scene, ma'am, where Lady Mountbatten, goes to Punjab. You both actually goes to Punjab, and you especially listen to the stories of the lady, the females of Punjab, and you were like devastated like anything. And you have that particular scene when you come back and you're like all broken.
Yeah.
What were the challenges that you faced to portray that role? Like that particular scene I'm talking about, like listening to all those stories, and you must not be knowing all those things before this series, right?
Yeah. I think I went straight to that place because everything felt so real and raw, what we were doing. And when you just think about what had happened, it wasn't a problem to get there. It was painful and sad. So it's yeah.
Did that reminded you of any of your personal incident that you could relate that particular scene with?
I don't think I've had anything as tragic. I don't think you have to have anything so tragic to take you to a place. For me, it was just knowing what had happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're coming off set on particular scenes, and the guys had done such a good job. It was pretty graphic, right?
You arrive and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, there's not much you needed to do. It's like, this is shocking. Do you get what I mean? So,
it came out naturally, you mean to say, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to speak on behalf of
No,
Cordelia,
it
but I
definitely
would say,
did.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that was an amazing scene. I think I'm a fan of you after watching that particular
She was
scene.
absolutely
really.
brilliant,
She was
right?
like, as she said that she was
Crazy
very silent
scientist.
earlier, and in that particular scene, she like actually used her whole body language to show that anger and the pain that you must have felt being the Lady Mountbatten and also the human being, right? We are all human being first, right?
Yeah.
So coming to you, sir, this character is deeply rooted in Indian history.
Yep.
How do you, as a British actor, navigate the cultural sensitivities around the role?
The cultural
Sensitivities,
sensitivities around the role. As the character, he was already quite liberal minded. So he was a nationalist. That was very apparent with Burma. So he had a lot of empathy, and I think both of them, that's one thing they certainly agreed on, and that disdain of the colonial attitude, which was a million miles away, hence why, he was brought in to do the job, because they felt that, one, he was much more liberal, to say the least, and two, he had that charisma and charm. So I don't think he had to tiptoe around, because it was quite natural to him. He was a very good people's person. He knew how to read a room well, and he also genuinely had a love for other cultures, and that was very apparent through his history as a young person, traveling in the Navy and going around, the world, etc.
Okay. Coming to you again, you have played a variety of roles in projects like Mystery Island and The Intent. Yeah. How did this particular role, the character which you played in Freedom at Midnight, how is it different from those characters that you have played yet?
Oh, it's an enormous difference. I think, number one, the journey is just crazy. Every emotional facet, every conundrum you could think of for a human being to go through, you're going through that process. The scale is just crazy. The story and the arc, so it is an enormous difference, and it was a real once in a lifetime. Do you know what I mean? Where when I got the role, you're literally just pinching yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, where was Benedict Cumberbatch? Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, me? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, so I was really, taken back, and so that's the big difference. It's just scale, journey, just everything.
Okay. Now coming to some random question. What did you like the most about India? It's for both.
Okay.
That's so hard because there's so much in India. So just to say one thing, I love the people. I like everywhere I went, I felt welcomed. Really loved the food. I think when I went home, my family were like, "Can you stop ordering Indian, please?" I miss it. Gosh, I think just like every corner you take, there's something else just to like look up and see. And it's quite a magical country.
Tremendous amount of kindness and courtesy. We've travelled, extensively, and I think it's fair to say that when you're wandering around in the streets, and it doesn't matter if you take a wrong turn or wherever, people are just curious and want to help you, and that's sometimes different to the UK, depending on which street you go down. Do you get what I mean?
Actually, yeah, I have been to London also.
Okay.
So the routes are very difficult.
You said it.
If you took a wrong turn, it's a long way. You have to come down to back to that
I've
place.
had some crazy stuff where I've got lost, and then I was in the Punjab, and the guy he had a moped, and he said, "Just hop on the back, I'll take you." And I was like, "What?" And it was like,
I had
okay.
the same experience.
Yeah, let's just do that, because that's what you do, right?
And you're like,
okay.
Okay.
And then they take you to it, and you go, "Oh, that's amazing," and here's some money, whatever. And they're like, no, I'm just helping you out. So it's that type of thing. It really throws you.
Nice.
All sorts of things like that.
That's lovely. Any dish that you would like to mention? You mentioned that you love the food, right? Do you remember any of the names?
I had a few days off, so I went to Rishikesh, and I managed to stumble across this tiny little shop that sold all the herbs and spices for the restaurant in India Dishu. So I stocked up on that. God, what was the food back at the hotel that we used to...
Did you have dosa? Do you remember the dosas?
No.
Dosa, you loved it?
Wow. Just crazy. Breakfast reinvented. Because at first I was like, typical English guy, here's my cornflakes, here's my cup of tea. And I was like, what is this thing? And then I got introduced, and that's it, hooked. I was an addict. I just have I'd have dosa every day, midnight, you name it. So that's the big one for me. It's like,
we did that a lot at the beginning. We'd come off set and we'd be at the hotel, and it was 10 o'clock at night. We'd be like, we're just going to have one more. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of India, actually. Play a rapid fire game with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So,
ready? Oh, wow.
you have to.
Okay, here we go.
Push yourself. Yeah. 3 words to describe freedom at midnight.
Okay. Epic. Breathtaking.
Beautiful tragedy.
There we go.
You have to tell 3 and you have to...
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay,
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. Favorite place to relax after a long day of shooting?
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The best piece of advice you have ever received?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which one to say?
Cordelia, on set, just enjoy the moment. Take a breath. You're going to be brilliant. There you go.
Who taught you this particular thing? That's nice. That's lovely.
Is this the acting coach?
Oh,
You have no idea.
that's amazing. A historical figure you would love to have dinner with?
Wow. Do you know what? Oh, go on. Sorry.
I often think about this question.
Okay, well, I'm literally going to go for Mahatma Gandhi.
Are you?
Yeah. That would be really interesting.
Be beautiful.
Yeah, 100%.
It's rapid fire. You have to be fast.
I know it is. Oprah Winfrey's still alive. I don't know. I don't know anyone who...
Thatcher.
No.
Churchill.
I've got no idea. Let's say Edwina. That'll be nice.
There we go. There we
Get
go.
the
Smart
insights.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
we're going to be quick. We got this.
Okay, yeah. The first word that comes to your mind when you think of India.
Spices.
Colour.
Nice, that's beautiful. Color and spices. Okay, most challenging scene you filmed at Freedom of Midnight.
Actually, it was the opening scene.
I was just going to say that. So the
The
dinner table.
Viceroy, dinner table,
Yeah.
opening scene, heart going a million miles an hour.
That was a tough one.
First day.
We were
Yeah.
like, oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite costume or prop from the series?
Oh, I already know that one.
What's yours?
I loved wearing the regal Viceroy kit, the whole white regalia.
I'm trying to think.
That's so
Edwina,
cool.
Edwina. Oh, I loved it when she was in her like army gear.
Oh, yeah.
St. John's. It's
Yeah.
not army gear.
Yeah, when you went
Her
to
St.
Punjab,
John's,
right?
but yeah,
If
that
I'm not
really-
wrong.
I really felt her there. That
Yeah.
was, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, if not acting, what career you would be in? Okay, describe Nikhil Advani as a director in one word.
Collaborative.
Ooh, dang, that was fast and good. I just trusted him. I've got to think of one word, haven't I?
Kind.
Beyond. Insightful.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice. A talent you have that not many people know about.
I can move one eyeball.
I can juggle.
Oh, nice. We would love to see that.
Oh, here we go. And here's some balls.
Okay, so any advice to the people of India or the tagline that you would like to say to the people of India so that they watch not only India but also all over the world, that why they should watch Freedom at Midnight?
It is a story that needs to be told, and I think just go in it with curiosity and an open heart and no judgment.
100%. And if you want to watch something that has cracking acting, cracking heart, and a beautiful portrayal of a very challenging point in history, there's only one place to go. It's only live. Freedom Midnight.
So everyone, please do watch Freedom at Midnight, live streaming on 15th November, only on Sony Live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you. Really enjoyed it.